This is
you got like this.
Can you say 100% confidently that
shit.
this is not a scammer business, Train? I mean, honestly, can you? Because it sure looks like a fucking scam.
Look at this. This is their address.
Maybe it's not.
This is their address, you guys.
You're okay. Listen.
This is their headquarters.
Let's go back to. It doesn't. Listen.
This is a shed in the fucking ass woods of somewhere.
That's an issue you bring up overall. It's not an issue you bring up by lumping the people in and painting them as evil or some shit. I don't know why you guys are doing this.
Wait.
No.
Wait, what?
No. They're in a shed, you guys.
This is crazy to me.
They're in a shed. This is their headquarters.
Wait, I'm confused.
This is
That's
important.
I want to understand what XQC's argument is there.
They're in a shed.
Because
Yeah,
XQC, it
I'm
seems
sure every
functionally like
fucking
you've been
offshore company in
defending
the
that for
United
the
States
past
is in a
hour and a
shed too.
half.
I'm not
Do you feel
defending
like
anything you
I'm
brought
not
up.
defending
This is some
anything.
virtue signaling
You're
bullshit.
going with the
Totally legit
wrong
company.
things to get at it. It's you're lumping.
We started this with streaming on Twitch to children. Then
This is the
once we
website
said we have
on
an
the
older
bottom of the
audience,
website.
we've moved
Hey.
this. We have suddenly shifted this conversation
Let's
to an
send them letters.
entirely different political
No, those
fucking
are
stance.
multipliers that make
and
it
it's
worse.
the weirdest shit I've seen in my life.
No,
Like,
those
this is
are
some
multipliers
bad
that make
faith,
it worse.
Virtue signaling bullshit.
Let's go visit
Train, it's
them.
all
Let's
bad.
go
Oh
see it.
my
Let's go
God.
Train,
send
it's
them
all
feedback,
bad. It's all
to their
bad, but
shed.
this makes it doubly bad. Do you understand? Like, there's a difference between like
This isn't
something is
Carrot
bad,
House.
which we all agree on.
Hassan. Everybody with half a brain knows that these
Bro, the Kiriko company, the Kiriko company is tied to the real name of the owner. Do you understand? It's tied
take a look
to the
at this
fucking
place.
know your creator.
Nobody cares.
It's
like a
tied to
really nice
everything.
neighborhood. They've
There's
got
no
their-
shady back end shell company hidden.
I know
Run
someone
away
who
with your
literally
money.
went to jail for
There
that,
There is
by the
a
way.
history. Follow the breadcrumbs. You'll see a history of the businesses of everything.
It used
the goddamn.
to be based out of
man.
these
You guys
companies
seen
used to be
this?
based out of Cyprus. Some of them still
Don't
are,
say
and
these
based out of
companies. I'm
Israel.
talking
Some
about
of them
steak
still
and only
are.
steak.
I'm
Now
talking
they
about
moved into Curacao because I guess Curacao has less restrictions. That's why they do it.
This is steaks. This is the address on the bottom of their.
But there's a reason why they have to do it out of the shed in Curacao, and that is
You
because
are literally using.
fi-
Listen. You are using hypotheticals and circumstantial bullshit. You're saying because they're in this, it has to all be a scam, rigged, and shady.
Sorry.
It is unfair. It is fucking bad faith, and you are virtue signaling. We started this argument off of something entirely different. You
Trainwreck.
sat there together, circle jerking on a podcast, talking about the health of kids, and
Train.
now we're
I
talking about the location
I have an
of a
important
No, I
thing.
still agree with that point. I never backed down from that point. I still agree with that.
legitimately licensed. This is what we've moved to.
Train.
This is
love-
why
look,
this
look,
is just
Tyler,
a
Tyler,
fucking
I love
show.
you. I love you, but listen,
Pander to
listen.
fucking
I
drama
never backed
viewers.
away from that point.
Train,
I
wait,
never
no,
backed
wait,
away from that
wait,
point.
wait,
I
wait.
still
Look
think
what
God.
we're doing.
Please,
Some
give me a
petty
minute.
shit.
Hassan,
Some
you
petty
of all
shit.
people, know that, dude. Why did the argument go all the way over here? Like, what is this whole systematic
Please,
thing?
let me
All of a
put
sudden,
this
you're
in.
just lumping everybody in. The problem
Okay,
now that
please,
we're
let's
having,
put the shed
the
aside.
problem that we're having.
Put the shed aside, and I just have one question for Train. Did you used to say on your streams that I wouldn't do this if I was a big streamer?
I probably have. Yes, I've said a lot of things on my streams, and I've
Yo,
grown up, evolved, and changed. Have you not done that? I'm sure you've had instances in the past where you've said very harmful things.
Why did you change your mind?
And now you've changed. Have you
Wait,
not?
do you think it's harmful to say you wouldn't do this as a larger streamer? The difference
No, I'm
is
just giving,
one is
I'm giving an
demonstrating
example.
growth.
People's perspectives change. Things change.
What changed
right?
that made you say, okay, I will do this as a big streamer?
I got a love for it. I enjoy gambling. It's what I do on my off time. So now I do it on stream. And I know I've catered to a older audience. And as long as I'm responsible and transparent, which I am, which you've admitted to me being,
$1 million a month.
I do
That's all
it.
I'm saying.
That the fact you keep bringing that up
Yeah, it's
reflects
totally
your
on point.
It reflects envy more than it does facts.
It totally.
It doesn't.
totally
Me
changes
taking a
the
million and
whole-
using that
your
million
whole
on top of
hobby.
my funds
I
is
don't care what you do
irrelevant.
with the
It's
million. I don't care
irrelevant.
what you do with
Okay,
the
I have
$1
to.
million.
Can I say something here,
Yikes.
Ethan, really quick?
I'll enjoy any hobby if someone pays me $1 million.
Yikes.
I'll go fucking croquet with my grandma. I don't give a shit.
Ethan,
I'll go
hold
play
on.
Jim
Let me
Rummy
ask a
with my
question here.
fucking mom and her friend.
Yikes.
My question is this, okay? Do you feel like you adequately defended the prior points about like addiction and how this promotes addiction? And do you think that's why we're like moving away? Or do you think we're addressing every single deflection that you've brought up so far?
Train, I got you.
Demonstrating
I got it,
that why these are multiplyingly bad and worse when you realize that it's in fucking Curacao and this is what the headquarters looks like.
Because
That's what's going on, but you make it seem like we're running away from the original argument.
The reason why we're running away, Hassan, is that we are only everybody's forced to go at your pace. You fire 20 shots, pang, really small shot at the bottom of your argument, right? Right? And they're all really damaging, and you're lumping us in with all the evil people, and every time we bring that up, you downplay its importance. Oh no, these are specifics, forget about that. And next point. Oh no, no, it's not about that, it's about the bigger picture. And you're pushing further and further to other topics because we have to, because you're downplaying the good points and overplaying the good ones.
I'm so confused. There is no good point to promoting gambling.
The one about the alcohol was a good point. We steered away. The one about the degrees of evil.
I think alcohol promotions are also bad, but a varying degree of bad, considering that
the degrees of evil.
What's up, buddy?
This is why the slippery slope argument is a logically fallacious one.
Because
do you understand why? Do you understand why it's a logical fallacy? Because
you guys run.
I'm giving you tangible, identifiable reasons as to why a certain thing is bad, and then what you are doing is what is known as whataboutism. Okay?
What? I never did
By
that.
saying, what about alcohol? Which then I describe exactly how that's different.
That is not what I said.
Tie it back so then you want to tie it back to gambling.
Hassan, no,
I already gave you.
You're cheating. You're cheating.
Concise
You're cheating the argument.
How
No, you're maliciously twisting your recollection.
I'm not. I'm just
telling
your argument.
Everybody, shut the fuck up! You are maliciously misreconstructing the argument we had to play in your favor. It is not how we went to that point at all. We went to that point because initially we were talking about the promotion of a vice or something bad or illegal. Right, or damaging, right?
Wait. I think you misunderstood.
No, not illegal, but
there are vices. It's like saying doing a fucking sponsorship for a sugary candy is bad because of the consequences of diabetes. Like heart disease kills millions of people. That's a terrible argument to make. I mean, sure, that's still bad, but there's varying degrees of bad. There is a reason for why we hold specific vices to a specific value and regulate them appropriately, and that's because they are incredibly damaging and very hard to moderately enjoy.
I just pointed out at the
I don't trust any company that's run out of a building like this.
Ethan, give me a minute. We'll get to that in a minute. Okay, I'm sorry, Hassan. Okay, no.
Here you go.
No. Listen,
that's the company you're talking about. You're showing.
Give me a minute.
Is it based in Cyprus too, by the way? Because I wouldn't be surprised.
Yo, we have a valid point. We have a valid point for once, and you guys are misguiding the discussion to a hut in Cyprus or some shit. We're talking about a real point, and you're showing me a van from fucking Cancun or some bullshit. I don't give a shit about the hut.
I do.
Now, because we're not there yet.
I love the hut.
We're not there yet. We were already talking about something.
I love the hut.
Okay, then buy the hut. Buy it.
I could. I mean,
yeah, buy it.
I will. We should buy this hut. But go ahead. I'm sorry for interrupting.
Okay, Hassan, what I indicate to you, I simply point at the fact that I thought it was slightly hypocritical, right? That in the podcast that I wasn't in, you were with somebody who did a paid promotion for alcohol, right? And you were speaking only on the fact that promoting gambling is also dangerous and bad, right? When I made the link. Because the promoting alcohol is, I think, also bad. Both destroy childhood, families, people's mental health. People die from multiple suicide from all those things.
I agree.
I think it's a comparison that draws a good picture. That's as close as it gets. And I thought it would be good.
Yeah, but you're not addressing the
because it's so close.
Fuck Mischief, then he's wrong. He's wrong for doing alcohol promotion, right?
Thank you.
Okay, but that doesn't change the main argument that we're having, and I don't even fully agree with what you're saying as far as like alcohol promotion. If Mischief was getting fucking shit-faced, he would get banned off the platform. Like that would be entirely different if he was like, I love alcohol. Like, let's
What?
fucking keep
No,
drinking
no.
and promoting the
No.
degenerate level of alcohol
You
consumption.
motherfucker.
that-
If you're gonna present gambling as black and white and no degrees, then you do the same with alcohol. Black and white, no degrees.
Facts.
Don't give me this shit about, oh, he's passing
Yeah.
out. What is the gambling equivalent?
Because I think-
Dying on stream from the slots pulling out of my arms? What are you on about? Well, what a dumbass.
Yeah, because I think I don't have the same opinion on poker streams. Maybe if you knew that, you could turn around and say I'm a fucking hypocrite for that. And the reason for that, even though it is still gambling, is because the subsidiaries that you have to utilize are, in most circumstances, legal ones. Okay, if it's an illegal one, that I would have an issue with that as well. And the reason why I
to
don't feel the same
legality.
way about
We're back
slots
there
as I do
again.
about
We're back
poker,
there. We're back
for
there
example.
again. We're back there again.
I'm giving you.
It's happening again.
Baby.
You're hot.
It's
You're
raining
hiding
at the hut.
You're hiding at some.
No, I'm
behind this
I'm
weird.
I'm actually
Nobody
telling you that
cares.
there are different
raining at the hut
degrees
in Pow
in
Pow.
bad behavior and promoting certain
Rainy weather.
vices. And I'm trying to describe to you by showing you the boundaries of my moral system so you can understand where I'm coming from. Do you get what I mean?
Okay.
Okay.
What if I gamble unpaid for $10 on stream?
Off stream? What?
No, on stream. I gambled $100 on stream, and I gambled it. Right?
Gambling on
Black
stream
and white.
routinely.
It's
Okay,
bad.
this is you are
No.
talking about an extreme circumstance to make it seem less innocuous to a bunch of people who cannot comprehend how bad this is.
So it
would
seems
still be
like-
bad.
it
It would
seems-
still be
it-
bad.
it
Even
se-
if you gambled
it
$100
seems
or whatever
like-
the fuck
it seems
on a
like-
casino stream, it would be bad. But if you understand that it's still bad, then you should be able to
Listen.
comprehend why.
To me, it
it's
seems
still
like
bad when you're
things
gambling
are-
You're going to
$1,000
say
a
it's
hand.
bad,
Nope.
that's fine.
Things are black
But do
and white
not-
when it
do
suits
not-
you.
Do not.
Go ahead.
If you listen, I said this to Ethan in the beginning. If you're gonna say it's bad, you have every right to, and that's fine. The problem is, in the beginning, this was used, whether it was you or whether it was Ethan, in order to start this entire show off, right? Petty tactics were used,
QXC wanted to come on the
insinuating
show, and that's how
insinuating
this
that
started.
QXC
we are
plays
all
StarCraft. I know who that
scamming,
is. I don't know where
rigging,
he's at.
and
I don't
involved.
care.
In the beginning, and we're selling it to children. That's what it started as days ago. Do you understand? That's what
It's
it
a
started
multiplier. Yeah, that's a
as. No,
multiplier.
but you
offense.
cannot bundle us up in there, and then now that we're here, say it's none of that. But
Wait, what's
ethically
the-
speaking, this is
Wait,
based
am
in
I
this
missing
country.
a point? Because I haven't backed away from a single claim.
I'm
So
talking. I'm talking about
please.
Ethan. How this entire thing
Oh, we're talking
started.
to me
You
now?
understand?
I'm in the hut, bro. I'm at the hut in Cowco, bro.
See, in 2012, Ethan, this kind of stuff would have worked, but we're in 2021. People are a little
Hassan,
smarter.
the
Like,
problem with- the
doing
problem with
these
you-
little
Harder than
The
what?
problem-
charades.
I'm
the
not
problem-
backed away from a single point. I don't want to relitigate this.
problem
shit.
with
Back away
Hassan
from every
is that-
point, this entire fucking show.
The whole
Uh,
point is that
Hassan-
this is the place you say is legit. It's in a fucking hut in the middle of some goddamn country with
I'm
a piece of land
saying-
that I've never even heard of. Dan's well educated. He doesn't know
place
heard of it
I'm
either.
saying is, listen, I'm saying
the name
the
of the
gambling
country?
streams I do,
Fair
X
cow.
did, those are legit. Do you understand? We're not sitting there playing with fake money.
sure.
We're not sitting there fucking scamming and rigging. I'm losing. You're basing everything off of a clip of where I win instead of watching my 20-hour fucking stream. That's what I'm saying is legit.
I think
These
you're
things
hyper
that-
focusing on
Things
again.
that no. These things that you're grasping at about other countries where they're based. I don't know what the
This is a
fuck
hut and
or how the
Cowcow.
fuck.
Wait, Ethan
Right.
Ethan, I think that's not my statement, and I personally don't care about that. I think my opinion is
Jesus.
broader than that. It's completely irrelevant to me because I never made that statement, and I don't really care.
Okay,
I
Hassan,
understand why someone could make that speculation given how gambling operations have worked previously on the internet. I don't think Ethan ever said that either of you guys are like personally involved in stake in a similar capacity to like the CS:GO
no.
shit. And I'm not
Hey,
very
you guys-
familiar with the CS:GO stuff in general, so I would never have been able to make that comparison, right?
If you
I don't
wanna
know what the
sit
fuck that
with
is.
dual train wreck.
So
Hassan.
having said that, the arguments that I've made have not been addressed, or when addressed, you agree with me. It seems like both of you do that gambling is bad. Okay,
Yep.
that it's very irresponsible, and it leads you to like $2.3 million losses.
Yep.
And I personally
Yeah.
think if this kind of behavior is so destructive to the tune where it's like it makes you 15 times more likely to commit suicide, it's the most suicidal prone addiction out there. I think that promoting that to an
A
audience,
close
no matter
second
what their
being
age is
alcohol and
harmful.
drugs, right?
Promoting it to a younger audience that
close
is
second-
impressionable is even more harmful. promoting it to a younger audience that's impressionable through a website that is regulated is still bad, but unregulated because they're based out of Curacao is the worst fucking thing you can do. That's my argument. So I've addressed every single
Don't
point
give me
that
that
you have
argument
made
when
so
I have
far.
I have an older base, 100%.
Does that make sense, though? Do you guys understand? I want to make sure that like this is as
Don't jumble
clear
me
as
up with the
humanly
12-year-old
possible.
PG-13ers. That's all I'm saying.
Hassan, I never argued against that. This
Okay, so we have no disagreement
podcast
then.
has been like a 3v1, and Train already knows my stance about Gamba. I'm already kind of against him. I know people keep thinking that I'm like defending Gamba. I was only in the first place to stop something from people from lumping us with actual scam lords. I think it's kind of unfair, and I don't like it. Lumping us, it's just bad. I don't like it.
Hey, Trainwreck, if you're
Okay,
trying to be transparent, why is it that all the videos you post on YouTube is of you winning jackpots?
I don't post videos of me on YouTube.
Oh, this is TrainwreckTV highlights. That's not you.
My channel is TrainwrecksTV. That's my channel.
Train TV highlights.
Yeah, that's not me, buddy. Nice job, though. Really good fucking investigative work. Really good.
Producers,
Really fucking good, man.
step it up, producers. Come on now.
Really fucking good.
okay,
Yeah, you
guys,
should probably fire that guy.
Producers, step it up.
It doesn't
not
matter.
that
You
big of
also
a
you
deal.
also
It doesn't matter
pin
now
your
that he's
wins,
wrong,
right?
right? It doesn't matter now that he's wrong, but when you want...
No, it doesn't matter because you still already pin your wins, and we're talking about your streams, dude.
Yikes.
These are the clips people are watching. It doesn't matter that they got it wrong.
Clips
By the
people
way,
are
Train
watching.
And
TV
reaching this
highlights
hard, he's
do
gonna
not-
break his
that's
arms
not
doing
me.
that
No,
Train
shit.
TV is not me. No, it's not me. That is not
Hey, well,
me.
you should remove those videos because it's putting out the wrong impression of you, dude.
Oh,
Oh,
my.
okay.
No,
Jesus Christ.
oh, come on.
fuck.
Come
Winning.
on.
That's not what you
Train,
want to put
train.
out
Oh,
there.
Train me.
my
Do not
God.
train me.
Train,
should
if
remove
this
that
argument
channel.
was just
Exactly what
about
he's
wins and
doing.
promoting wins, then you could potentially make this a counter, right?
Yikes.
But even then, even if we are exclusively talking about the promotion of wins, like you talk about chasing that win, you pin your wins on your chat when people use the command to see how many wins you have thus far, or if you're up or down. So obviously, you do understand that it's a motivator because it's content. Ultimately, it's content, right? It's good content. When you're losing, you're
It
an
is
underdog.
always
It's
rooted
not,
in.
no, it's not about content. It's not about content. I do it regardless. Do you understand? If I was at 1,000 viewers, I'd do it. This is what I do. Why are we
Well,
pretending like this
I did it for
thing
the content
happened?
element to it.
I've been gambling since the beginning.
No,
Do you
I
understand?
think it's content. It's
OG
compelling too.
gambler.
Like
Yes,
I
but that's
think
not
it's
the
compelling
primary
content. Don't get me
reason.
wrong.
Do you understand? It's not
It
the
definitely is
primary
content, to
reason.
be honest.
Explain this photo.
It happened.
That clip
the content
channel
thing happened.
that clip
If it
channel
wasn't
promotes the
content,
same
people
concept that we
would
were
watch
promoting, by
it.
the way.
Yeah, I know, but what I'm saying is I didn't do
Explain
it for the
this photo,
content
Train.
aspect.
Train. That clip channel
What photo? What are
literally
you talking about?
proves the same argument that you yourself have made over and
Where
over
is it?
again. The clippable moments are your victories, and that's what people care about. That's what people gravitate towards. If you
That's
were
my point.
losing all the
Thank you.
time, it still wouldn't matter because no matter what happens, you're ultimately going to win. And even if you were losing all the time, people are clearly still getting on board and signing up for the website or gambling more on that website after watching you. And that's precisely why they're paying you $1 million a month. Like, look,
They are
hitting the
losing
bag
money
is one
on me.
thing, right? And by the
They
way,
are
it's not a
losing
bad
money,
thing.
and my affiliates show that. They are losing money on me. They pay me because if I'm going to go live, they want it to be on their site. They find it more damaging if I'm on another site versus being on theirs. Do you understand? They don't pay me because I'm bringing them money. Do you understand that?
How are you not afraid that you're going to make more Trainwrecks out there, by the way? Like, that's my point. People love you, dude.
Right,
They
and if
look
you,
up to you.
but if you're gonna give that argument, Hassan, I need, like XQC was saying, I need consistency amongst everything across the board, not just this that I'm involved with and XQC is
am.
involved with. All
I
your
think I am
mutual
pretty
friends.
consistent. People
I
call me
actually
a
agree with
virtue
Train on this
signaler
one.
all the
I don't
time
agree
for
with
this
him.
reason. I
The
literally had a
alcohol thing was a prime
conversation
example.
personally with Yasuo when he asked me.
Where's the
I
picture? you're
personally
linking, brother?
told him no cameras, no nothing.
That's not what my argument is about.
Is wrong.
We already know it's
Where is
bad.
it?
We already know it creates gamblers.
It's on my
He
stream.
could gamble.
It's
You
just-
could
it's
gamble
a-
to 5
it's just a
viewers.
goof.
Where is
You
it?
would still be influencing people to
Is it
gamble.
not on
That's
the
just
stream?
kind of how it
I
is.
love 'em,
You can
but I
downplay
think
how
he-
much
what
or
I think
who's
he's
doing it.
doing
Trying to find it.
It's still promoting
It's just a
gambling.
stupid
I get
picture.
it.
It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, see, those, I'll give it $150. Like, no cap. Those
I'm
motherfuckers
muted.
ain't watching
I'm
me. If they're
holding
watching
buttons.
me,
In my
they
hand?
have a parent right behind them, and that parent is a fucking idiot.
I'm
just-
holding
I
the
don't think a
baton, you
5-year-old will watch me.
fuckers.
Just an
There's
image that I
no
want.
shot.
Thank you. Peace
Yeah,
and love.
that's funny
Look,
though,
at
yeah.
the end of the
Wolf
day,
off.
I think we are having we are not going to see eye to eye on this one. You know, And I think we've all presented our positions on this. I think if I can make some conclusions that we've drawn, we all agree that gambling is bad. There are different degrees of badness. You know, someone like Aiden Ross, who's not even playing with his own money, who has a younger audience.
I mean, by the way, you also have clips on your personal channel that like show you winning $400,000, and you know this last minute bet saved me a lot of money, which is fine. Like, you know, you show that doesn't make it worse overall. My point is that like it's.
I
all
tell
bad.
people not to post this shit.
Okay,
at all.
Hassan,
my main YouTube should just be my content, and that's it.
Okay, Hassan, I went to your YouTube,
there is,
okay?
then-
I watched your party highlight. I saw you drinking heavily. I went out there, I drank as much as you did, and I passed out. I was blacked out. Motherfucker.
Facts.
You saw a party highlight where I'm drinking heavily? I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, it was a joke. It was like, dude, like, where are you going with this?
Dude, come on, but like,
if that's
facts.
something I did, I mean, if it's not a hypothetical, then yeah, I would want to fix that. I would not want to have that up. I think that's actually not good.
Okay.
Okay, so be just as vocal and consistent across the board on all those matters, and get into a podcast with your two friends, and let's do 100,000 viewers stream of each of
Just
them.
because I'm not passionate about every single fucking thing bad happening in the world doesn't mean that I can't care about what you're
When you
doing.
use
wrong.
the example
you're
of
wrong.
care
Correct,
about the
correct.
kids,
Yeah,
yeah,
I don't know why. I don't know why you guys
when
are.
you use kids,
Guys are just
you
what
should
about
care
them
across
all
the board,
fucking
should
day.
you not?
I
We're
do
not
talk
gonna
about a
agree.
lot of these issues,
I'm not
by the
talking
way.
to-
I
was talking
literally
to Ethan. I
do.
was
We're not-
talking to Ethan.
Oh yeah,
We're
you
not
didn't
gonna
seem to talk
agree.
about a lot of it. Yeah, the other day on the podcast
Okay, I'm
that you
gonna
wouldn't
do
let
a
me
stream
in
now
about the alcohol
dedicated to
promotion.
every bad
You
thing
weren't
in the
very vocal
world,
about
just
that
so I
one,
can
were
come
you?
back in
When it was
30
right
years when
there
I'm
in your
done
face.
and then talk to
Were
Train.
you, Ms. Hassan?
Until I've criticized every fucking issue in the world, I have no
No,
moral.
if
I
you
have
make your
no
primary
ground to
focus
talk
about
to.
the kids, then yeah, I would like to see alcohol
Okay, I'm gonna
against
go on the
alcohol
Save the Kids
sponsors.
tour
Yeah,
so I can talk to Train in 10 years from now when
100%.
I'm done.
Okay, but you understand that you have not actually
Is there one person in the world
successfully.
qualified to criticize you, Train, by that metric?
what was that?
Is there one person in the
Pope.
world who is qualified to criticize what you do?
I think I am.
You're allowed to criticize what I
Oh, I
do when you're using fucking facts, not some bullshit about scam, rig, and some trash. Do you understand?
Okay, you're
I mean,
hyper focusing
listen,
on the
it's all-
scam rig
People,
trash
okay,
shit. I
yeah,
never
and
Let
made
me
that.
reiterate this. People
not
that
talking to
like
this, I'm talking to
Gamba,
him.
that like doing that content, and that are doing it, and will or are being promoted to do, or
we're
are
not
being
gonna
paid to do
agree.
it, will be continuing to do it regardless of my opinion, yours, until it
More
is
people are gonna do it if
outright
you're doing
banned.
it. More people are gonna do it if you're doing it. Your fans are gonna do it. He's making $1 million a month. I don't care what you do with that $1 million. If you happen to spend it on
I've
gambling,
okay.
I'm actually
I don't
down.
care.
I'm actually down
Listen.
$1.5 million, but thank you.
Okay, great, fantastic. Listen, this is where if you guys, what's your affiliate code? I'll give you a promo. Steak.
I don't want it.
Someone tell me what it is.
Don't tell me.
Steak?
Don't. I don't push it at all. Don't do it.
Well, I'm gonna do it for you. I want you.
I don't
I'm
want to
gonna
do
help
it.
you out.
See,
No, I
now
want
you're
to.
doing- now you're just being an asshole. No,
This is weird.
Yes, I am. I know I'm not being an asshole. I want you to get paid.
that's just weird.
This is
Ugh.
weird.
This is
Really
the
weird.
headquarters. If you trust, if
Yikes.
this is the place where you want to put your money, right behind me, you can head on over to Steak Casino and play with the likes of Trainwreck and get a huge, not a huge return. You're guaranteed to lose your money from the
What are you
from
doing?
Train himself, from Trainwreck himself.
Checkmate.
That's what I say. Yeah, you will guarantee. You guarantee to lose it.
Guaranteed to lose your money.
100%. Yes,
there.
you will lose.
Right into this shed.
Wait, why did you feel weird about plugging something that you get paid to advertise?
I
Yeah,
don't
why is that weird?
because I
Dude,
don't
it's on
like.
your screen
I don't-
every
I don't
time.
like
Every time you stream,
because
it's
I
on
don't
your
like
screen.
affiliate codes. I don't like it. I think
why is it
affiliate
on
codes are
your
But
weird.
you
screen
have it
all
on your
fucking time?
stream, dude.
Yeah, it's on my stream for people
okay,
who
guys.
play gambling.
You're
Take the
being
$1 million.
ambiguous about this. It's like if somebody was on this podcast saying, "Guys, look, guys, I drank G Fuel. Guys, get code XG." Like, dude, it's like, dude, it's just weird. Like, you're like, yeah, I don't know.
Okay,
it's
then
just-
why does he? Why did
because he's
Train
being
say?
coy, like,
Okay,
he's like,
that's
just
one thing.
weird,
But Train
like,
said he doesn't
I'm
like
sponsored,
affiliate
but I'm
codes in
not
general.
don't push my
I
code.
get paid a lot of money, but I don't
Your
like
code
it.
is there
It's
for
like-
people who gamble already that are
yeah,
degenerates like
yeah,
me,
yeah,
and they
yeah.
can. That's it. I don't push it though. I verbally
You
tell
know,
them
you
not
don't
to
push it,
gamble
you're
all
a
the
thing.
time.
You do
Right now, what you just did right there, Ethan, has pushed it more than me in 3 months. So congratulations.
Yes, I'm sure the people that watch you day in, day out are not using the code that's explicitly displayed on your screen. They're not using it versus me pointing at a shed in the middle of fucking nowhere saying this is where it's located. I'm sure everybody's running to go sign up for Steak. It's located in this fucking shed. I'm sure I'm doing all ton of damage to the youth, the people of America.
Okay.
Yeah, you are.
Okay, I
Excellent.
really want to reiterate because I think people are really not getting. So my points on my stance is, this is like an opinion and a degree thing, but I agree. Gamba bad, shouldn't do it on stream. It is a lot of very damaging. I think most people will agree with that.
Agreed.
I did it, and I agree with that. I get it.
Okay.
I was rooted mainly in this idea. Gamba content because I'm enjoying it, and whenever I'm enjoying something, chat enjoys it. I enjoy doing it, and I love doing it. Okay, I understand the impact of it, and I more understand it now. But I really wish that even after these experiences, you guys didn't lump people like me with legitimate scam lords and scum
Perhaps
lords.
this is why no
It's
one
bad.
mentioned your name originally when we were talking to Aiden, and you thought we were talking about you and got mad and got offended when no one was talking about you because you already have admitted all these things.
I actually don't think I said anything really bad about
The only
XQC
time
to begin with.
XQC's name was brought up was when I was talking about normie streamers. When I said XQC is the biggest streamer on the fucking platform, are you telling me that he's a normie streamer to misgive to make fun of him for sucking off Aiden Ross?
What did I
That
suck
is
off?
the only time your name was brought up, and that's
What?
precisely why
Did I
I'm very
suck off-
confused. I love it.
And yeah, no,
I love it because
he's
it's
right.
good content, but I'm very confused as to why you got so personally mad. Trainwrecks, understandable. Ethan brought up Trainwrecks. Understandable that Trainwrecks is mad. You just added yourself into the conversation when no one was criticizing you at all.
never accused you of
Because
scamming
it's a
anyone, dude.
dishonest. It's a
I
dishonest
think what
approach.
we call it, I think what we call this in the Among Us industry is self-report.
Okay,
Well,
motherfucker,
I'll tell
listen.
you- no, real quick, XQC, real
You
quick.
set up the self-report because
Being sussy as fuck right now.
You created an unfair scenario maliciously where 3v1,
100%. I
three
agree.
analytical individuals would fire shots at Adin, some 19-year-old fucking basketballer
it wasn't a
from
setup. He chose
bumfuck
to call in. It wasn't-
He
3v1.
wanted to come on. He wanted to come on. We weren't
He
gonna
wanted
fucking
to
talk
come on.
about
It
it.
wasn't like a big old-
That justifies
Dude,
me
it wasn't like a
dismantling him.
mastermind
And
thing.
now
He wanted to call in.
you fuckers, okay, listen.
XQC.
Are you
You
saying
dis-
Mischief is analytical, by the way? Because that's hilarious.
dismantled him one point at a time, leaving no points for any
XQC.
intelligent
I'm
counter argument,
happy to
and you
announce-
purposely locked me
Wait,
out of
you're
it.
down on the stream?
It was
Do you think this was a
malicious.
better- do you think
It
this was
was
a better defense of
intentional.
cryptocurrency
It was
streaming,
intentional
in your mind
and
than
out of bad
XQC.
faith.
Exciting
Fuck
announcement,
you.
guys.
X,
If you head on
listen.
over to stake.com, you can use code H3. We just
but, like, for
received
real.
our affiliate code today. You get $500 free if you deposit $10,000, and you can play in this shed.
Okay.
Real
Here's
quick,
the thing,
hold
though.
on.
Like,
wait. Hassan.
Guys, head on over to my stream if
Real
you want
quick,
to use
so
code H3 at
here's-
stake.com.
So after being here, right?
Bonus.
Here's
Because
what I've
I'm not
learned.
defending anybody.
Right here.
If you're gonna
Here's
fuck up
what I've learned.
Gamba, you don't
X.
get to lump everybody in and using Aiden as a
X.
focal point, aka sole representation
Yes.
of the Gamba across. You don't get to do that.
You
Here's
know,
what I've
you
learned.
already apologized for it. You're in the same boat as Mischief, so I don't know
here
why you're
is-
still mad. No
here's
one
what
was
I've-
saying you're in the same boat.
Because
Here's what I've
when
learned.
we
You're
get
still
lumped
defending
in, okay,
Dog, you literally, no one lumped you in. You lumped yourself in, and now you're mad and digging
The
yourself
media,
a larger hole because you're making it
every-
seem like you're defending cryptocurrency gambling.
everything has been doing. I always get the short end of the stick.
Oh my
okay?
gosh.
Okay. All that big titles, put my name in there. I always get lumped in. And when you guys put lies or things that can be disproved, right? And the only person who can disprove that
Disprove
when I'm
anything.
being lumped in is Aiden. It is out of bad faith, and you fucking know it.
Bro, you
And
literally, we never had this conversation with your name involved. I don't know why you're still on this. Okay?
Here's what I'm upset about. Let me tell you.
We literally
Okay.
never brought you up in that entire
At the
fucking
en-
conversation.
at
Go
the
watch
end-
the entire thing.
Real quick. Okay, drop that. Listen.
It's the truth.
Here's the problem here. He said his conclusion, his concluding words, I'll say mine. At the end of this entire conversation, we came to the conclusion, right? That gambling is bad.
Yes.
Yes.
Use code H3.
So
at stake.com.
what does that confirm to me? Exactly what I've been saying. This is all
you guys
for
are
the fucking
misconstruing
show.
this. You guys
Because
act.
the way this started wasn't we think gambling is
if
bad.
the media
it
does
started
it,
with
No, it
and they
was.
leave
no, it
space
started
for
with the most
interpretation,
scumlord of shit ever.
I
It
will
started
be
with
lumped in.
scam, rigged, and children specifically.
I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna lose
That's
my
good.
mind.
Sorry.
I-
Hassan, not
yeah.
you. Hassan, not you. I'm talking to
whatever you
Ethan.
want.
Ethan's shots to me, not you, Hassan. Ethan shots to me before your fucking podcast. Do you understand?
valid.
I'm not talking to you, Hassan. I'm talking to him.
All interesting, valid points to make.
He started with children. He started with scam and rig toward me.
Yeah.
And now that we're in the call, all it is we think gambling's bad. So here is the conclusion. This was all done to sell a show. No, this was done to sell a show. It was done promulgating. It was done for relevancy and your introduction to Twitch.
I can't obviously prove that
that's what it was done for, and it's fucking petty.
My point is that obviously in the absence of having absolute proof, I am only, I'm guessing based on my experience and knowing about unregulated industries that it's possible they're doing those things. It's definitely interesting and worth bringing up. Obviously, I was short of having fucking evidence again and being in this shed, which is in the middle of cow. Then what's the point?
You didn't talk about it like you were short of evidence. You talked about it like it was fact. You understand?
Go watch it again.
Okay.
Yeah. Go watch it again, and meanwhile, I'll watch your 10 hours, 12-hour stream where you're 20-hour stream where you keep saying don't do this with the code on the screen.
I never mentioned the stakes, by the way, but also, I think the stakes don't matter because ultimately, what is going on? I mean, the stakes is a multiplier. If the stakes are fucking, gamed in your favor, if they're juiced up, then it's really scummy. But ultimately, people see your wins, and they are a significantly better motivator than your losses. Your 19 hours of losses are a deterrence. Okay, that's my point, and that's been my point.
I just love how all the arguments here are like pointed out.
Doesn't change. They're all relevant.
Holy fuck! All right. Yeah, well, hey guys, good talk. It was great meeting you, H3. Great meeting you again, Hassan.
Nice meeting you. Thank you for calling me.
Great meeting you again, Hassan.
Yep, and XQC, it's always a fucking pleasure. Hey, you let me know. Send me a picture of that cock again. Hey, I need some material.
Baby. Yep.
Hey.
I know sometimes you run low. You hit me up at night.
Yeah, I need some cock. Hey,
3 a.m., 4 a.m. I got you.
Hassan, hey, now that I know you're circumcised, my man. Listen, send me some of those too. H3, okay. It was a pleasure. Later, guys.
All right, take care.
Wait, are we done?